Quickly, we want to look at the second one, which is proximity concord. From the word proximity, it simply means very close. The first concord we discussed or I presented to you people was grammatical concord. So the rules for this one is the verb that is closer to a noun. If that noun is plural, the verb will be plural. You forget the subject. And if the closest verb is closer to the subject and the subject is singular, the verb will be singular. So proximity means as far as the nearest verb and the nearest subject, the nearest object are singular, both will be singular. The nearest object is singular, the nearest verb will be what? Singular. The nearest object is plural, the nearest verb will be plural. So let's quickly look at it. It says the verb agrees with whatever noun or pronoun that closely precede it, especially when it is correlated by either or neither. That means the condition for some of them, that is why I say when. It say especially when it is. That means there are some of them, some of those tenses you never see either or neither. So don't be carried away with it. But the rules of this one, remember I said the verb agrees with whatever noun or pronoun that closely preceded. That means that closely after it. That means the noun or pronoun. I know a noun is anything as far as it's an object. And the object could be a living thing or non-living thing. It could be a noun in this one. Proximity word, concord. So let me make it simpler. In proximity concord, the agreement goes with whatever noun or pronoun that closely preceded, especially when it is correlated by either or neither nor. If one of the subjects correlated is singular and the other subject is plural, the verb agrees with the subject which immediately preceded. Let's look at example. This one will make it easy. You say either the clutch, you can see now, this clutch is a subject, or the brakes. These two are all subject, but the one that precedes the verb is what? Brakes. Therefore, we have are. Now, let us change it. Are bad. Let's go to the next one. You see, either the brakes or the clutch is bad. So, the one that precedes the verb is clutch. So, assuming this clutch is in plural, it will be what? Are. But the clutch is in singular, while brake is plural. Even though we are having compound subject, but the way the proximity concord works is that the noun or pronoun that precedes the verb is the one you look at. So my students or my friends that will be going to write JAMB and other English exams that will require you to fill in the blank with the most appropriate. Know that there is grammatical concord. In grammatical concord, you just follow the rules of the subject and verb agreement. But in the proximity concord, immediately you know that it must be what? Compound subject. Yes. And in the compound subject, that majorly moves with either, nor, you must look at the one that preceded. The one that preceded, in this first one, breaks, which is plural, go with what? Are. While in this one, clutch, which is singular, go with what? Is. Then the next one, you see, either the manager or the employees are responsible for the mistake. If you look at manager is a singular, employees plural. So you see that is why the thing goes with what? Auxiliary verb are. But assuming you say either the employees or the manager, the manager is being switched to this place. What would have been here will be is. But in this situation, either the manager or the employees, since we have employees, many of them, it goes with what? Auxiliary verb are. Then the last example here is the weather in the mountains, including the snowfall, has been unpredictable. In this one, if you look at the weather is singular because we can't say weathers. Now, if you check, mountains is plural, including the snowfall. So you see, snowfall is singular because I can't say snowfalls. Therefore, has agreed with snowfall. Therefore, we have has been unpredictable. So the noun or pronoun that precedes the verb is what you look at in what? Proximity concord. The noun or pronoun that precedes the verb is what you look at. If the noun is singular, the verb that follow it will be what? Singular. And if the noun or pronoun is plural, the verb that precedes it will be what? Plural. So that is what we mean by proximity concord. Then second to the last, because we still have one more topic left, which is what? Spatial concord. In a spatial concord, I'm going to say that one is the most, will I call it, problematic concord. Now let us look at this one, national concord. He said this is the agreement of verb with subject according to the idea of number rather than actual presence of grammatical marker for that idea. In this one, we look at things as an entity, not as individual. Let's look at it here. He said it is the subject verb agreement which operates in collective nouns. If the collection is viewed as a unit, a singular verb is required. But when viewed as individuals that make up a group, a plural verb is required. Why do we call it national concord? It relates to something that has to do with organization, entity, government, or establishment. So let's quickly go to the example. You understand what I'm saying because I love making it simple. Forget about this grammar. Example number one. He said the jury has taken its decision. Jury is a body in a, will I call it a law firm or in a court where judgment is being passed based on what an individual has done. So when it is being looking, when the jury is being looked at as one person, we say the jury has taken its decision. Has is a singular. Now look at the example number two. The jury have taken their decision. You see now in this second sentence or second example, we are looking at jury as what? Collective. So you see, since we are looking at them as collective, they have already taken half and their. So the possessive. Then in the next example, the government have broken its promises. You have seen it that government is looked at in this area or in this sentence, for example, as one. But in the second one, the government have broken their promises. We are looking at the government as group of people. So thank you. National Concord, as I say again, is all about something that related to establishment, government, or a body. Or if the body is being viewed as one, it take a singular verb. And if the body or the establishment is being viewed as group of people, it will take a plural verb. So that is national concord. Why proximity concord talks about when a noun or pronoun that precede the verb is singular, the verb will be singular. And if the noun or pronoun that precede the verb is plural, the verb is going to be what? Plural. So thank you as you watch. I still remain the English master. If you need any help in respect to JAMB, WAEC, NECO, and other English examination that relate to anything past or speech, even literature in English, please drop a comment below and say, English master, help me. I will reach out to you same day to know the area that I will be of help to you. So thank you for watching. See you in the next topic, which is what? Special Concord. Bye.